So as I've moved around the IRT factory, I've actually come into their spray booth where they do a lot of their testing. And here Linus is with me. Linus, let me introduce you to Linus, because Linus is actually the managing director of IRT.
Yep.
And this is your Wave Surfer, this product. So it's a brand new product that you're introducing into the market.
Yep.
And there's some unique features about it. Could you, look, instead of me telling you about it, why don't we hear what Linus has to say?
Okay, so what we have done here is taking the learnings from all our years in the OEM or the car industry, where cutting down time on clear coat is very essential for them. We have now taken two different wavelengths, so we're combining a short wave, which you find in all our IRT products, and then we have a medium wave length, but a very special one. It reacts extremely fast.
Because you can actually see the filaments in the bulbs themselves are very different, aren't they?
It is, and the good thing with infrared is that it just transfers heat. Shortwave is transferring heat much more efficiently, and it cures the product from inside and out. The medium wave will start to cure it from the middle part, and then it will spread the heat within the paint layer. And what happens is when you combine this is that you are now actually activating all parts of the clear coat layer at exactly the same time. So you're getting the solvent transfer, similarities, and that's why we can actually now cut the curing process down to about half the time. So if you normally have 12-15 minutes curing time on an infrared, you can look forward to somewhere around 7 to 8 minutes.
So that's a drastic saving, because if you're conscious about your power source, how much energy you're using, and we're all looking at ways of saving time, this is something that you could probably introduce into your workshop, into your spray booth, to help you save those times. And also, not only are you saving energy costs, but you're increasing the turnover of your vehicles, key-to-key times. So something else you mentioned is it reduces solvent popping. Linus just told me that. And the reason for that is because, and in my general lay terms here, from the way I understand it, because you're working on the short wavelength and the medium wavelength, it's actually curing at the same time. So it's coming from behind where we've actually got the steel panel, out to where we've clear coated, and from the clear coat down to where the shortwave is coming out from the panel. So you're getting a nice even cure rather than a rush cure, which can create traps and solvents being trapped and the solvent popping that you mentioned.
No, like we talked about before, it's like the solvent is like when you're standing on a traffic light and you're getting green. Now the first car moves, and then the second car moves, and you're standing as a car number 10, and now it's your time to move. And the solvent is the same. You take it from the inside out or outside and in, so it needs to activate each other. Now when we run with multiple frequency, we're actually getting all the solvents starting at the same time, and that would be if you're standing on a red light, it goes green, and everyone pushes down the pedal at exactly the same time, and everyone moves out.
So a bit like a train that's all connected, it's all going to go at the same time.
Yeah.
Now you've mentioned solvents quite a lot there. Yep. So we're not only talking, we all know the clear coats are always solvent based. Yep. But what about water-based? Because a lot of painters are starting to use water-based paints.
Yeah.
Can this cure water-based?
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, when you're using this filament, the second filament is an infrared light that we have developed specially for the water-based paint.
Right.
And medium wave, or when you are in the medium length on the short end, has a really good reaction on water-based paint.
Okay, so that, just moving on from that, or combining it, so my understanding is water-based has always required an airflow around it to help cure it. Using the infrared, because it's creating that heat, do we need to still have that airflow blowing around it, or would you say that just the normal bin in a normal booth would create that, or a normal surroundings?
No, normal surrounding is working good. If you have a high number of solvent that needs to be cured at the same time, or even if it's water-based, it still contains solvent, or you have something else, alcohol or water to
Water
be
thinners,
that is used as a solvent.
Yeah.
A normal spray booth or normal ventilation is good enough. This is our iCure.
Yeah.
This is our latest machine. It's a robotic system, and this one is a combination of infrared and UV, exactly as you saw on the HID2 out there. This one does not have, this particular version does not have the combi units of the different wavelengths, but
you will be introducing it?
you can see on how we build stuff. They are built in blocks. So this head has the same fitting into this one. So I can easily take that head and put it on here instead.
Linus, thanks very much for taking me through your workshop, your factory, and introducing us to your brand new Wave Surfer. Just a quick recap. So this works on a medium and shortwave system. It reduces your curing process by up to 50%. It obviously therefore reduces your running costs, your energy costs. So if that's something that you're conscious about and you're looking at cutting back, and not even that, it will, because everything is curing and drying quicker, you're able to put your car back together, so you're going to then increase your turnover of vehicles, which hopefully in turn should increase your profit margins. So it's the Wave Surfer from IRT.